since we are on food, I thought I should just go straight to talk about my personal journey relating to food. I'm a cancer survivor, stage 3 cancer. The later part that is quite, considered more challenging part of the journey. So I have to go through chemo after the surgery. But just to share with you something about food, you know, a lot of people say you must eat healthy, right? So what my wife did was, I have steamed fish almost every meal. No oil, just steamed fish with ginger. And after a while, as a cancer patient and when you go through chemo, food tastes horrible. In fact, it tastes like plastic. There's no taste. And it's a struggle every time. So my suggestions, if you have family and friends who are going through this journey, be a bit adventurous. And I'm glad this sessions has the recipe and food. So try to vary the different food. I mean, fish is good, but if you eat the same fish every day, same good things, I feel like giving up, right? So have variety, bake, and sometimes let your family members try something like, some things like bak kut teh or some things that are more flavorful. It helps to make the journey more bearable. All right, so I chose this picture as a beginning of the slide because I thought it was very comforting for me when I was walking along the park. I saw this butterfly with a broken wing, and I thought as I thought what I will share with you for this forum, I thought is to say that really cancer is not the end, and there's hope. Like the butterfly with a broken wing, life can still be quite beautiful, and you can live a very beautiful life. So that's I hope if you don't remember anything from my talk, life can still be beautiful and life can still go on even with cancer. And one of the good things about cancer for me is that I developed a new hobby, that's nature photography. So I found time to take more photographs. So that's a picture I share with you. That indeed with cancer, we might be broken, but we are not crushed, and we may be buffered, but not necessarily in despair. So there are some questions that the organizers sent to me to say, maybe some the questions may be helpful for me to share with you all. So I'll try to answer some of the questions listed here. How did I discover my cancer, and whether I have no family history of cancer. What was my first reaction? I'll share a little bit more. And what stage 3 I mentioned. So how did I discover? It happened sometime in October 2012, and I had the first sign of something not doing well is black stools, and I think Dr. Wong had mentioned that. So, but for us who have not encountered something like that, what's black stool? You Google, but how black is black? Is it, is dark brown, chocolate, or So how are you going to describe to the doctor? Thankfully, today we have all a smartphone, and we can take a picture of the stool. And I did, and I brought it to, show my GP. And that's one of the picture I took, which the GP immediately said that I should see a specialist. But initially I didn't want to because, but my wife kept urging me and tried to get an appointment. So I was, it had this episode of black stools in October, but I only see a specialist because of the long queue in January. And I wasn't really willing to see. I thought it's maybe my diet, maybe blueberries or charcoal bread, or but probably not cancer, So, and because there was no symptom whatsoever, I was active, I was energetic. As you can see, I'm still very energetic. Life was normal. There's no symptom. I don't have pain. I was eating well. I was, I was more than healthy to some people. So I was not expecting anything. But yeah, I saw the doctor and show him the picture. He said, you better see a specialist. And if you have further bleeding, go A&E. But there wasn't, so I waited till January, and Dr. Ang did a scope for me, and he did a biopsy with those cameras you see outside. And he found a hepatic ulcer. He sent me back, say 2 weeks later, if there's anything, we'll call you. And of course, I didn't expect any phone call, but unfortunately they called and say, doctor will see you. And it was in January 2013 that doctor told me that I have cancer. So it was confirmed on 23rd January. And so what was my reaction then? Sad, very sad, shock. I think more shocked than sad. Because, I was telling my colleague I'm going to see a doctor tomorrow, and I think maybe, there was a hepatic ulcer. And maybe he think that there's a need for surgery or whatever, But the last thing in my mind, was cancer. So I asked the doctor, so what do you expect me to do? What can I look forward to? Well, the best case is, you get a surgery done and you live normally after. The worst case, you have 3 months and, so you have to start preparing. So that was, so I immediately went back, called my family members, called my boss, arranged a meeting in the afternoon that day, and it was really easy. This is the first time in my life I can drop my work and go leave the office early when the sun is still up. So that was it. I got the appointment arranged to see Dr. Wong, and Dr. Wong was very kind because he was having his reservists very soon. And but we know the essence, time is essence, to do it as soon as possible. So I was very glad and grateful that Dr. Wong was willing to come back during reservists to operate on me on the 6th of February. Of course, 6th of February was not traditionally, from the Chinese point of view, a good date because it's 5 days before Chinese New Year. So he asked, do you want to celebrate your Chinese New Year in the hospital? But we discovered as family, I think we just want to get it quickly done. So that was it. So between the diagnosis and the surgery, it's about a good 2 weeks. And so a lot of friends were trying to say, hey, do this, eat this, do this, eat this, do this, right? I think it's, as a cancer patient, you have to, in a way, bear with that. But at the same time, it's okay to do some things that your family member asks you to do. Because if it doesn't help you, it helps them. If they want to boil bird's nest, expensive, stuff, you're not sure it helps you or not, but it helps them psychologically. You just do it with them, So ease their mind because at least they feel that they have done what they could for you. If you don't make it, at least they feel that they have done what they could for you. So I think that's something I felt it was helpful for my family members when they say, hey, why don't you try this, try that? If it's not harmful, I just go along with them. So that's something I thought is a good thing to do. The other thing that I think a friend of mine who is a doctor advised me, which I thought was very helpful for people who want to, who are going through surgery, was to do my breathing exercises before the surgery. And because I had to have open abdomen surgery, 70 cm cut across. So after the surgery, you will feel pain while you're breathing. So he asked me to do deep breathing before the surgery and exercise my breathing. And that was helpful because before I could discharge, Dr. Wong asked me to show my capacity to breathe well and blow through an instrument to see how good I am with it, And I was very grateful because with that prior warm-up exercise before the surgery, I was able to discharge well before time. I was able to get out within the week. I was able to celebrate the good part of Chinese New Year because I was discharged on the second day. But I was again very grateful to Dr. Wong. He came day after my surgery. Even on the first day of Chinese New Year, he was there to look at me. So I'm very thankful because when I was at CGH, a lot of people say, CGH, can't go home, no? you want to go change another hospital or something like that, maybe SGH should go home. But I must say that really I am very blessed. I have very good experience with the staff, Dr. Wong and the nurses, and they were all very professional. Even the NNCSS Changi branch, because I'm staying in the east, so it was logical for me to go CGH. So I can go home lah. I'm here. So I think I share about my first reaction. That's what I did immediately. I think one thing about once you have cancer, things look very different. Like when before my surgery, I did my morning walk, and first time I walked to the park, suddenly the tree looks greener, the air smells fresher. It's like, this may be my last few walk in my life, and the birds looks nicer, the flower was prettier. That's strange, but things like that happen when you know your times are limited. So who are the people, what are the challenges and how you overcome them, key factors that kept you going, and things like that. Okay, I think there are 4 things that that kept me going. I think my faith in God, my families, my friends, and being able to engage in activities you find enjoyable, fun. So that is something that's very helpful. So these are my core supporters, that make a difference in my journey. I think families are the key factors. My wife in particular, who journey with me, I think that's fantastic. I'm very blessed to have my wife to journey with me weeks after weeks for the whole 8 months. I think sometimes a strong supporter who journey with me day by day, week after week, month by month was a key factor. I'm very grateful for my wife in particular. And of course, my faith in God was a key factor as well for me because I do nature walk and I do photography. Every time I see birds, it reminds me of this verse. They say, if God will care for those birds who don't work, they don't reap, how much more He will care for you, right? So, it was great. Every time I look up, eagle flying and things like that, it reminds me, hey, maybe God wants you to just be still and wait. So these are things that make a difference in my life. I think I think having a faith that you can rely on, I think makes a difference. Family, friends, and engaging in fun activities. I took up ukulele as a new hobby as well. Never learned how to play a musical instrument, but got short time, 8 months. So, Dr. Andrew Wong said there's only so much Korean drama you can watch. So, you might as well, learn something new. So, what's my advice? I don't know if I should give any advice, but maybe as a reminder for myself and my friends and loved ones is life is short. No one can tell you that when you will die. Doesn't mean you're healthy, you will live forever. I'm glad that I have this alarm in my life to wake me up, to help me focus on what is important in life. But really, my friend who works in ICU say he see people coming to ICU who are on the verge of dying, regardless of age and wealth, So, 20-year-old healthy, 30-year-old, 40-year-old millionaire, they all come to his ICU. So death have no respect of person or status. So if there's any advice or reminder for myself is, live life to the fullest because next day may be no more. There may be no more tomorrow. Whether you have cancer or not, you might have something else. Someone might be careless and you are gone to eternity. So live life to the fullest, but at the same time, after my cancer, we went to do some sailing. So that's something that I thought that helpful. Really, in a way, life is like taking a sailboat. It's the set of the sail, not the gale, which determine the way we go. It's how, you might be struck with cancer, but that's not the end. How we live, how we choose to live is depend on our own attitude. So in summary, I just want to say that, if there's any message I can offer our friends here is, if there's cancer, it's not the end. All right? Broken but not necessarily crushed. Thank you.